I love Marc Zumoff. And I was shocked yesterday when the news came up. And like everybody else, I found out on Twitter. I know somebody that's close with me and close with Mark. And when they told, I called them immediately. And I was worried because of the world that we live in. I was worried it was a cutback. And I was worried like, oh, my God, don't you dare tell me that they're forcing out Marc Zumoff, the great Marc Zumoff. And this person was like, nope, 100% Mark's decision. Mark has known about this for months. My friend knew about it for months, and he just couldn't tell me it was a business thing. And I was like, well, damn. Good for him. Man going out on his own terms after a phenomenal career. 40 years in broadcasting. 27, obviously, is your play-by-play voice on TV for the Philadelphia 76ers. Mark is the exact person that you would want to call games. Mark is the guy that was plucked out of the stands, was a fan of this team since he was a little kid, and his note to Philadelphia and his note as to why he's retiring. It was 8 years old when his father took him to a game to see the former Syracuse Nationals and now Philadelphia 76ers play basketball, and he talked about how there was the cigar and cigarette smoke looming over the arena. Wow, what a time. But he's a fan that got to live every play for the last 27 years. And if you know him, if you've gotten a chance to talk to him, and I know a lot of you have because he's just that personable. And even in his letter, he said, if you see me on the street, make sure you say hi because I want to talk some Sixers basketball with you, and I want to relive the memories and all that. I met Marc Zumoff in 2001. I was a freshman at Temple University. I tweeted this out yesterday, but for those that didn't see it, Mark came and gave a talk to the incoming freshmen and stayed afterwards. And I remember rushing the stage with a group of other people and like, oh, maybe we could talk to Marc Zumoff and pick his brain about the business. Me and a couple other like broadcast hopefuls, right? And at the time, 18 years old. And Mark stayed. There must have been like 10 or 15 of us. And Mark had an individual moment with everybody and about the business and reach out and, whatever, if I can be of service or if you see me, hit me up, whatever. And it was just the positivity that he oozed, internships. If you really need an internship, this is who you talk to. And it just, the fact that he gave you extra time after whatever it was, a 10, 15-minute speech just really goes to show you how great a guy he is. Because I've, not that I'm Marc Zumoff by any means, but I've done talks for colleges and stuff, and sometimes that can take up even more time than your speech. But you want to make sure that you give time for everybody, and you want to be nice. You don't want to run out of there. And Mark not only didn't run out of there, he basically just hung out for a while. It was great. And I'll never forget that. And then years later, when I got into the business and started to get to know him, and like he was always that guy. He is always that guy, just gracious with his time, unbelievably kind. And I know of someone in the business that is a close friend of mine who has gone through a lot of health issues. And Mark is the type of guy that will call that person just to check in. They're not the best of friends. They didn't necessarily grow up together. They're just in the business. They know each other. And he's that nice a guy that will call and check on that person just to see how they're doing. When I got let go from the Fanatic, one of the first people that called me was Marc Zumoff. And as I've joked about on the show, when I had Mark on, all this is his fault. Because I was seriously contemplating just moving to Italy. I swear to God, buying a pizza shop, paying locals to run it, and then that would be my life. That'd be what I do. My wife can work remotely, so yeah, let's party. That's what I would do. And Mark was like, you know what? Marc Zumoff was like, you have a following here in Philly. Don't abandon that following. If you still love what this is, then keep doing it. And of course I did. Of course I do. And that's why I'm here. But Mark was like, yeah, man, don't do that. Don't abandon your following. And then I read the part of his letter where he said he's in the fourth quarter of his life and how he wants to learn an instrument, how he wants to learn a foreign language and wants to travel. And I was like, that bastard, he's totally going to buy my pizza shop in Italy and he's going to live there and he's going to live my dream. But as a play-by-play guy, we all know how great he is. We all know that when a shot goes up in a crucial point in a Sixers game, we're all sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for, yes, we're all waiting for that scream, that high energy scream from Marc Zumoff. We're all on the edge of our seats when we hear, coming in for a landing. We're celebrating when we hear that the 76ers have locked all windows and doors. Anytime you hear a putback, tell me you don't think garbage into gold. We've been so unbelievably blessed in this city with Harry Callis and Merrill Reese and Jim Jackson and just these phenomenal broadcasters that we have relaying the plays to us in their interpretation. And Marc Zumoff is not going to be the guy doing that anymore. And from a personal standpoint, from a fan standpoint, that really does make me sad. I'm happy for him that he's doing what he wants to do. But man, it feels like a total bummer. It really does. But I mean, that's how, everyone should be able to go out. And you know what? I've had enough. This is it for me. Thanks for the memories. I'll see you around Philadelphia. And I couldn't be happier for my friend when it comes to him getting to do exactly what he wants to do right now. And basically just being able to enjoy a life that he has built one hell of a foundation for when it comes to enjoying retirement. And I know that's not the last we'll hear from him. I know it's not the last we'll see him. But in terms of that capacity of having him call those plays and relay what's happening on the court to us is nothing short of spectacular. And I will miss it greatly. So Marc Zumoff, here's to you, my friend.